Hello Aquarius, welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. I'm Kaya and I'm going to be doing a general tarot reading for your sign for July 2020. Voila, here we go. First, really quick, if you're returning and you notice that my schedule's been a little off, it's because I totally changed it. So I have a new one, it's in the description box below, just weekly videos from now on. Because it's just better. It's just better. So now that that's all out of the way, let's get started, shall we? We've got the Five of Pentacles as your oracle message, so like the surrounding message. This isn't always like the greatest card. It's kind of the poverty card, but I'm seeing something different about it. I'm seeing more like it's okay to ask for help, or that there's like a blessing in disguise. Because if you notice, these two people are walking out in the cold, but they're walking right past a church that's clearly lit from the inside. There's somebody there that can help them. It's also, you know, it's possible that they're walking towards the door, but they're not going in, it looks like, in the card. So there's something there for you. It's just that maybe you're not seeing it yet, or you're ignoring it. Please don't do that. But yeah, there's some sort of like, there's a blessing in disguise here. So maybe there's going to be a little hardship, but but it's for a good reason, and you'll know what it is, I think. So, let's just cleanse the cards and just get right to it, shall we? All right, we want to cleanse them out. Oh, I should probably change it. Duh, sorry. It's so hot in here. All right, I changed my little setup too. More plants, please. All right. Clean slate. All right, y'all. Let's do this, Aquarius. Five of Pentacles. So yeah, I'm seeing like it's okay to ask for help. Help is there if you need it. And also blessing in disguise as kind of the overall, like those are the messages that came to me when I pulled that card for you. So let's get into it and find out exactly what I'm talking about, because I don't even know at this point. The Moon, the Page of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Empress. Interesting. So I'm seeing kind of like there may be some confusion surrounding your lives for some reason. And it may be really kind of like making you're like giving up on your activities or something. You're just like putting stuff aside right now. You're not as social, you're not as active as usual. You're just like, you know what? There's a lot going on. You're feeling kind of overwhelmed, and so you're just laying down your wands. You know, you're like, I'm out. I don't have a lot of energy because things have been sort of chaotic for you guys. I'm feeling like maybe with this Moon card here. Sort of chaotic, just a lot going on, and just kind of wild and crazy. And I think that it's really brought your energy down, and you know that, and you're seeing that. And it's possible that something abruptly halted, and then you're like, oh, like maybe you broke your leg. Hopefully you didn't, but maybe that's what happened. And you're like, well, I can't go out. I have to sit here. There's a lot of like, having to just keep to yourself right now. And I think it's going to be really good for your self-care and for your development as a person, even though it's going to be frustrating, which is probably where that blessing in disguise is coming in. Because you're like, fuck, like I can't go to work, or like I can't hang out with my friends, or I can't do the things I was doing before because like things have been too overwhelming and too wild, and something broke, something happened, and you're like, well, I can't do this anymore. And you're like, part of you is really like, shit, that sucks, but the silver lining here is that the Empress is like, no, that's good. No, that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, all right, let's take a bath and chill out and reconnect with ourselves, please. Like, that's what she's always begging for. She wants you to do creative projects that maybe you've been ignoring. And so does the Moon, honestly. The Moon really does want that feeling too, but she's a little more chaotic. She's real chaotic, in fact. So that's something, I'm just feeling like something got out of hand here. I don't know what it is, but I just feel that way. Something got out of hand for somebody. Let's get some clarity on this Moon. something got out of hand, and it's because of that, things have to be changed. Magician reversed, Two of Cups reversed, Ten of Pentacles. Some of y'all went through some sort of a breakup, I'm seeing. Really putting a lot of energy into a relationship, a lot of energy into a relationship, maybe with a Pisces. Only to realize that you guys want totally different things. But yeah, something that you've put a lot of energy into, didn't work out because it's just not conducive with what you actually want. And I think you've been a little confused about what you've wanted, maybe. And it's been chaotic and kind of fucking crazy. And you weren't really sure about what it is that was going on with you and where you wanted to be headed in the next 5, 10 years, 15 minutes, whatever you want to say. You weren't really sure. And whatever this was, this chaotic little situation where you would put a lot of effort into something and it didn't show up for you, it didn't work out for you, that really broke. And it really changed your perspective. You may have even left somebody because they don't want the same future that you want. You know what I mean? It's something like that. But it's left you feeling very like shit, man. And I see some bummedness, but not devastation. So I don't see you being fully devastated. I see you really having to take a personal inventory and really think about this. Really think about your contribution to this and what happened here. Because like I said, I think you put a lot into it and it just didn't work out. And that can be one of the most fucking frustrating feelings of all time. Trust me, I know. When you put so much effort and energy into something or making something work and it just doesn't. It's really taxing and it can be very exhausting. So I'm seeing some depletion, some energy loss, and the need to kind of replete. So let's see. Ooh, Three of Coins reversed again. That's coming up all over the place. Very interesting. Temperance reversed. First time I'm seeing that card today. Six of Cups reversed. Oh, I'm sorry. Queen of Wands, the World, and the Five of Wands reversed. Good, so we're getting somewhere. So the painful part is that it's going to be a little, like I said, you're in sort of a chaotic situation. It's going to be a little destabilizing. Yeah, you're gonna have a difficult time communicating with someone or something or about some sort of situation, and it's gonna just kind of strike you. There might even be kids involved if you have a breakup that you're going through, and it's just gonna be taxing and difficult. But like I said, I don't see it being fully devastating. I don't, you know what I mean? It's like if there is a breakup on the horizon or something like that, it's because you both kind of know that it's okay, you accept. It's not this over dramatic, drawn out, but what about me and my feelings thing. It's kind of yes, you know that you put all of your effort and energy into this situation, and now you realized, oh my God, after all that time, I realized we just want different things, so there's no hard feelings. And that's the best way to do it, is having no hard feelings. So I'm seeing no hard feelings. It's just gonna be destabilizing and kind of oh shit, bro. You know what I mean? But this is a really good thing for you because it's really gonna put you back where you need to be in terms of overseeing your life and overseeing all the different quadrants of your life that need to be kind of paid attention to and nurtured and tended to. So you're in it for the long haul for a brand new cycle. You're changing things around. There's a whole new world out there for you. Because like I said, something broke here. Something's breaking in July. It could be an arm. But yeah, something's changing. Pretty drastically, but like I said, it's for your greater good and you're okay with it. You're really ready to step back into your queen power. You're overseeing the kingdom power. New cycles are coming for you, and it's really not going to be challenging for you at all. Five of Wands reversed. You're just going to be letting it kind of in. You're going to be repleting your energy, but you're going to be relieved. You're going to be relieved. You're going to be like, oh, I'm so glad we got to this point because now I can focus on myself. So yeah, there's that silver lining, right? Is like, yeah, this is a shitty thing that's happening, some sort of breakdown of communication or just some sort of shift that's happening. Yes, that can be seen as a tragedy or like a really bad thing, but I don't think you're going to see it that way. You're going to be like, you know what though? This is good for me. This is good for my future. This is good for my health. I'm seeing a good, like, healthy outlook here, Aquarius, which I think is awesome. I'm seeing that you're having a very healthy outlook in July, which is really helpful and, you know, not unlike you guys. So good for you. Fabulous. We could all take a page out of your book in that way, I think. I think it's fabulous. All right, Aquarius, we want to clarify this Empress card for you because this is where you're, you know, this is like where the good stuff happens. Oh, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what the cards say. You never know. Knight of Swords, the Tower, and there's the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so behind all of this, you're going to be aware of all this stuff that's going on. It's going to be like I said, you're going to be okay with it, but it's still going to have been kind of a hectic time. So you're going to be needing to like, it's almost like the story just like, it feels like these three cards here are summing up everything that I talked about here. And then it's just behind your thought process. So it's like she's like thinking to herself. It's like those are in the thought bubbles. So she's like, so it's like you're thinking about the thing, you're reminiscing kind of and reflecting. And I think in that way, you're sort of healing from it and you're letting yourself respect the situation and respect your feelings about the situation. So I think it's okay to reminisce because I don't see you being unhealthy about it. I see you being very like, it's like almost a reminder as to why you're being so good to yourself and as to why you're being so self-care like is because you're not really ignoring it. Which is funny because I know sometimes Aquarians can kind of run away from emotional stuff, but I think you're like being pretty honest about it with yourself. So yeah, I'm seeing sort of like you're just recapturing it in your mind, recapping, and it's helping you like it's almost like you're using it to remind yourself of why it's okay to do self-care, right? Like you're like, I want to sleep all day. But I can't do that. That's terrible. And then you're like, wait a second. I just went through a pretty hefty thing. And like, I'm allowed to take a fucking day off. And so it's going to be kind of like that. Where you're going to have it in your mind. You're going to be remembering it. And it's going to kind of help you to be kinder to yourself. Which is very good for you. I think you should be very kind to yourself. I mean, you know, all the time. Because why not? So... let's see if there are any extra messages, anything that we missed maybe, or just some wrap-up cards or outcome cards. Let's just see what else we gotta say to Aquarius. And there's that Tower again. And that Ace of Wands. I mean, like I said, something's breaking down, something's breaking, something new. There's a silver lining, something new. That's it. So it's just recapping everything that we were saying. Because your energy is going to be depleted during this time. There's no doubt about it, of course. And like I said, you're going to be able to sleep all day if you need to because you're going to be like, I went through this fucking Tower moment. This is the most, you know, this is like super intense for some people. You're like, I'm okay with it, but this can be really traumatic for some people. It could even be very traumatic for you. Who knows, you know? But you're allowing yourself to heal, so you're not beating yourself up over it. And the silver lining really is that you're learning how to take care of yourself in a really good and important way. And it's really going to lead you to like some good, better, greater things because you're going to be able to start fresh and have new ideas and you're going to be repleting your energy. And then, you know, I'd say like by the end of July, I mean, if it's like a divorce or something, then it's not going to take you a month to get over. That's just not possible. But you know what I mean? It's like by the end of July or like eventually, let's just say, even if it's something that's going to take longer, it's going to be for the greater good. And you just have to let your energy just slowly come back to you on its own. The only thing that does that is time and taking care of yourself. There's nothing, you can't push energy repletion. There's no way. You can do things in the meantime to help it along, like eating well, sleeping well, drinking lots of water. You know, taking care of yourself is important. But there's really nothing you can do other than wait it out and wait for yourself to heal. Because the Tower moment, the break is imminent, and then the blessing in disguise is already there. So that is, yeah, that's what this is about, is the blessing in disguise existing for you guys. So whatever, you know, whatever intense things you do go through in July, just remember this is for your greater good, and things are going to be okay, and you're going to be fine, and it's good. It's I know it may not seem great, or like, you know, like I said, you might also just be like, this is okay. This is what needs to happen. It doesn't feel good, but I accept, and like whatever. So I'm feeling that energy more than anything else. So I think you're going to be like okay with it, which just makes it easier to, see the blessing in disguise, I think, if you have that attitude. And I think, Aquarius, you're pretty healthy when it comes to that stuff. So I see it being a good thing for you. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you're still listening, it means that it really resonated with you. And if that's the case, like, subscribe, comment, share, please, because it helps me, which makes me able to help you. Haha, that's good. New schedule, like I said, is down below, weekly videos, and personal readings. If you want to get a reading from me, I do those too. They're in the Etsy store in the description box below. And I think that's it. So that's that. So thank you so much for being here, Aquarius, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.